Cintrian takes his OP deck immediately. Because why wouldn't you want to win the first game with the OP deck? What do we see? Joe takes Syndicate, finds a few playable bronzes, but for Cintrian there is double offering. So he can buff his Starter Wing. On like Eternal Disciples, on Bare Knuckle Brawler. And well, the deck that plays 1 power thinners probably needs some power, and Hive Mind is of course a great card. For Arachas Swarm, I'll highlight leaders. This is Arachas Swarm, this is Off the Books. Тут же сразу можно подносить карты слева направо, которые разыгрываются. Свечка сыграна не будет. So there will be no candle most likely, which means that offerings will go through, which means that Tartar Wing gonna be big. Predatory Dives against the deck that play Disciples is probably not the best, but at least both Disciples are out now. So you get the doggo jumping out at 1 power. You get the this is the most unbelievable part thing. Is there really no better card? Because she only buffs by the devotion. But yeah, I played this deck as well when Cintrian first tried it out. Oh look, Ixora. It would be nice to like try and answer her maybe. A perfect synergy. Kikimorph Warrior, 1 power units. Просто на. Не контриться. Ah, look, value! And you have to play the riders to thin her out. The deck is not even running the Nagelfar's crew. Maybe stays 1 power for Elf and Onion Soup. That's a possibility if you have to make a play. So yeah, another highlight of the deck is of course the Elf and Onion Soup. So maybe she stays in the deck here for that consideration if you have to soup round 1. Ideally, of course, you'd want to Triso Yen. Put into the soup. And then renewed. Да, ну посмотрите на поинты. 29-17. У Синдиката никогда не было столько поинтов. У Синдиката, который, правда, сыграл пока карты в carry-over, и у которых спендер на столе. Монеты считать будет сложно, так что невезение. У нас также багнулись лидеры, так что по 2 стоит. Other deck links for decks.
Man's got the wares if you've got the coin.
Deck lists. Yeah. Lerio, thanks for the deck. Link as well. That is in a more convenient form. So winning by 1 power, 1 point. The doggo was not a threat anymore, so no secret jumpy cards. CintrianLion definitely needs Caravan Vanguards to thin the Highwayman. But происходит невезение, and he gets Tatcha Wing on the last mulligan, so means Tris and Yen are having not the best time. Ну, суп, да, можно было в 3 единицу. Этот тоже выпал же. Со временем. It's never gonna be better. Look at this value. $18-0. How can you even come back from a situation like this? There is no control for Chirontia because there is still a bunch of ones in the deck, so even if the Tris was there, it's highly unlikely. Ah! Second bread dive, and it's playing for value again. Kinda hurts. And this was the last control card as well, outside of Tris. Принц тянет возрождение указ. Ну, указ по сути даже мог бы быть не худшей картой, но... О, инкуб. Но инкуб не во что, наверное. А? Можно, да. Есть во что. Правда, себе тоже четверочку, троечку тянешь. Что не особо полезно. Cross duration тут нет никакого. Окей, so Incubus kinda doing something, but not much. And yeah, Cinder decides to take the Slizzard. Can consume the Kiki Worker if it's not killed here. I have no idea how many coins, but by the looks of it, enough coins to clear the board, enough coins to now with Sesame's Suprocket. Okay. Chirontia backfires, there is KOB, there was offensive damage card. А тут даже не надо чувствовать, что крыло в руке. Не выкрученные бандиты и караваны. Ну, то есть риск очень большой. Пока он их не увидит, ему нету смысла не играть. Ну, вот тут произошла, конечно, неудача с преступлением в дамаг. Sesame still at 3 and 4. Cintrian decks are actually countering Bare Knuckle Brawler. There is no damage, and you cannot click to trigger your Chirontia conveniently. There was this... Oh, this must hurt a lot. Playing Tatterwing, but the points were not there. Like, sure, you can VLAM, hit, decree, play Caravan Vanguard, this thins out, but then they gonna get slaughtered by Brawler, go back, and you achieve nothing.
I'll do what I can.
Not playing this. It's insane value for an 8p card. Yeah, Joe saw the Tatterwing on the board, 3's playing for 1 power, and he has little reason not to. He's very unlucky with the Sesames though. Okay, but when you lose with the OP deck, that means that people get to see it again. Так что проигрывать на имбе это наоборот хорошо, потому что можно показать колоду еще разок. Look. Almost. Double Katakan, double Vampire, Ekimara, whatever. So Royal Inspirations should be deck of choice most likely. CintrianLion's decks are still all... Okay, so we have Nilfgaard Spotter spam versus NR Knights. Knights are quite standard, not even Regis first knight in this. Erendite, Lady of the Lake, so all the echoes are still in deck. Probably want access to some of it. Yeah, there they go. There they go, one after another. All three of them, wait. Who played Calvit? Although, yeah, Erendite access with Lady is kinda eh. Thanks for the raid, Karim, welcome. We are just starting, sadly. First attempt at Monster Hyperthin didn't work out for Cintrian. Цинтра с блоком сидит, одним в руке. Рамон тоже был в руке, что ли? Или Рамон? Рамон тоже в деке.
Defeat them with hunger, crush them with thirst.
So, the broken NR combo of Damsork Immortals is a go. There is access for another Damsork if that gets answered, so there is just Vilgefortz for Immortals, but you can also give Vilgefortz for the Knights later on. Cintrian is scoping more than you. This is the way. He is the captain. He knows what he's doing. Ну, они похожи, но я просто, когда первый раз смотрел руку, не увидел Рамона, поэтому искал. Поэтому подумал, что он был в руке. Yeah. What do you lock in? Just locks Immortals. Damsork kinda becomes less influential. Of course, the Knight Errant, the Engineering Solution are still there. There is no... yeah. There is a Peller access still available as well.
Axe or mace, sir?
Сказал бы, что он капитан. Ну, так получилось, что он капитан. Когда Matol собирал команды, видимо... Ну, я не в курсе, как точно было, но... Цинтра, видимо, в тот момент был на верхних позициях в ладере. Не знаю, сколько Пифич, сколько Арчи, Дора играли. So, Tinin, controlling for now. Joe is also playing Squire. Click after the Knight Errant. Offering targets kinda non-existent so far. A 6, a 5, a 5. And this was also under the Engineering Solution. They didn't bring Catburger, who was even streaming recently, so kinda active. But other players are worthy as well, so I'm just surprised. Че, Родерика не сыграть? Ну, Родерика в первом, чтобы потом не чтобы увидеть Афана и жару будет, конечно, весело. Рамона можно сразу же в разведчика давать. Но, наверное, можно и без этого как-то. So, Immortals, Dime Sork and Bronzes win round 1. Rather cheaply. Cintrian is playing Heatwave, so this scenario thingy can be answered. Lady of the Lake, Aneromancy, AA, Irondite. If only you could play even more echo cards. Ну, есть Родерик, есть Совет. Есть 3 золота. Надо бы не отлететь от Родерика мимо одной карты в колоде. Окей. So. Scenario jumps immediately. Knight's gameplay is usually pretty straightforward if you won round 1. Who cares about Lady, Bricked, or anything else? Knight's gameplay smork, indeed. So, not playing offering to kill it, playing decree into the control for the knights. Now there are only 2 golds.
Kill the dog diddlers!
And we do see Roderick into guaranteed value, so Cintrian is not trying to high roll anything. That's how you play the game. For the guaranteed values and not for the trolling values.
An interesting choice.
Against knights, Vilgefortz is quite often
For king and country!
not the best value. And we do witness it here. Irondite is at 10, so 2 more playable cards, quite slow Margarita, and you'd want to like lock the spotter. For some reason I played Kutkudak and Knights before. Well, he is a beautiful, valiant knight. It's only... Valiant Knight to be included. Same as Knighthood cards. One day Knight's gonna play the cards that were printed for them, okay? And not Regis's. So the 2-0. A program about Bricked Lady, not the mirror problem, is double offering in hand to us. Not sure how you get in that value with the locks and such.
Able to pass.
You can of course play offering on your own units. It's amazing, I promise ya. It actually plays for extra points on the spotters. So good. What's the biggest tempo Cintrian can ever play? Okay, with leader commitment there is extra tempo. But are we witnessing pass here? You have Heatwave? You had Margot for locking another spotter. So the War Council.
Orders ref queen. Horaire, horaire.
Another spotter. There will be enough units, you cannot deplete them. Of value, we do see a pass. It needs 15, this is 11 point Nilf Knight. We do see the self-offering and the Nilf Knight, and with the leader charges Cintrian gets there. No infusions, nothing jumps out, so just the leader. Cintrian gets a War Council carryover. Now the last two cards are the cards you don't want to get, which makes offering still a questionable acquisition. So Joe has access to one control card, two control cards.
Notice! All roads lead to Nilfgaard.
Восклицательный знак deck lists.
Rather die than bend a knee to the Emperor.
So decided to go without the spotter, because it just gets controlled.
Lay down, my lady. I shall be with you shortly.
It just doesn't look like enough points, especially with this still being bricked. Although Locking Knights is of course nice and all. Но он разведчика же убрал с руки. Значит, не собирался его особо играть. Он, в принципе, отлетал сразу же. Ему с него тройное, четверное value тоже было не получить. Рамон ушел. Один разведчик уже ушел. Погонщик. А? Since it requires Grace 8 and the leader is at 2, at least, yeah, we do see offering value. Joe could have played around that with the Iron Died buffing Lady of the Lake.
The continent will quake beneath Nilfgaardian hoof.
В этой колоде Афан выкручивается с бафами этого всебога, так что, ну, хоть какое-то value у него есть, but yeah, we do see that deck is just not having enough points against knights if you spend too many turns trying to lock knights that trade up mostly. Так что да, просто не хватает пейнтосов. Ники. We are crowdfunding the event. Краудфанд добрался до $400 из 1000 поставленных целью. Спасибо, кто вчера донатил. Пара человек поддержала до круглой цифры. Если есть возможность, if you have opportunity, crowdfund makes Matol a happy man. Of maybe trying to get a victory with a more tested deck and then going again. те лучше ренфри солдаты или разведчики? Ну, разведчики веселее играются. Но если хочешь побеждать, то, наверное, более надежно брать солдат с ренфри. Они, конечно, уже устарели и тоже влетают в некоторые матчапы, где особо не выигрывается. Okay. Alright, so gift hand, Tempest present, Hammered Rides here.
Have you seen a fuse lying about, have you?
Pyrotechnician is ready to try and snipe Hammered Riot combined with Leader Skirmisher, but the problem is if the Treant's gonna start spawning, you will not hit your target guaranteed. We see Joe going into the Smork mode and playing Awkward immediately. This does provide 2 Treants onto the board. So we can expect the click. Worst target possible. Конечно, не самый лучший пиротехник. Looks like a trio. Well, with pyrotechnicians like this, it might be.
Medicine, not literature. I stopped believing in fairy tales long ago.
No leader. Joe is playing Fila and Frogmate in season. But decides not to really bother, just get the most of Oakman value here with triple symbiosis. Quite the Smorkinsons here. Так что да, Оквен можно сейвить, но сейвить слишком сильно тоже нельзя. Есть Геральт. We do see Joe trying to save frogs for now, or maybe for the round 2 push. A bunch of symbiosis. Making 4p cards, by the way, play for decent value. Thanks to Awkward, of course, not the pure card value. How is it Amnesty not even, and not like it's a greatest card play without devotion, but how is every 3 entered 4 and 5? No poisons in this deck. So the Buchwort is playing for 6. Okay, Cintrian goes for guaranteed kill instead on one of the symbioses, but the problems continue. Geralt is bricked, Squirrel is Squirrel, Renfri's Gank is of course still playable. But we are closing on the necessity of thinning out the leader and playing Renfri otherwise. It's not looking too good. Iron Copium. See, and just thin leader. Force your opponent to play good cards. Get what's even the best Renfri in this situation. Stratagem, damage Shoal, damage 6. Play a bronze. If you have to use leader in round 1, damage Shoal seems to be playing for 9. There's nothing you can really do with the adjacent units damage when there is so much symbiosis. Pass, go down. on to A10. Okay, takes the grid and 4 on pass. Gets Geralt value. That's 15, 13. Kinda enough still, but you have Squirrel and you might see Philavandrel plate as is.
I hate portals.
And yeah, we're not even talking about the Berserker being the insane engine with the chariot. Ну да, тут еще одна природа. И твоя последняя карта Белка. Изенгрим гарантирован в ФВ или Горда или Симлеса, так что не найдет, то доберет с него. И да, центр пасует, не прожимается лидер. Kinda seems doomed for precision strike. There is still Oak. There is still Zoltan with Eudora. VW has Caress and Fledglings. Finally, gift without Brick Escal. You love to see it, eh? Finally, chat without a pasta. One day. Так, ну тут, конечно, бронза на бронзу пока что разменивается. И вроде бы все хорошо. Но есть нюанс. На последний раунд останется дуб против Симлеса. Или Джо просто психанет. Так, пока с Макси хватает, правильно, 15-14. Еще этот стреляет. So, is Cintrian actually traveling into the next round with Zoltan, or can we play and just hope for we play and hope to find Seamless naturally? Kinda scary to play Fledgling Gort instead of Seamless. But playing Seamless out while you expect Zoltan to be here. Finally Eskel. No, finally Eskel is from yesterday. Okay, so Joe just did the calculations, kinda roped out a little bit by the looks of it. But there is no toll punish, so you can double buff Seamless. Okay, this is 5 and 5, 10 for passive points. And Cintrian makes it by 3 in the end. There was no armor or anything to hit, so it's Gort. Who nerfed Oak to 9 power? And now Geralt is guaranteed value, unless you purposefully mulligan in it. Sarkhan is not looking too hot. in a short round. There was a leader charge, right? And yeah, sadly, not sadly, but sadly for Oak, it's getting chopped down. Not the most brilliant Cyprian Wiley value. And Geralt is not bricked, which means even if Geralt was bricked with the vitality.
Damn it.
GG. Team Citizens of Russia, other members were mentioning that they're starting from 0-1 score, and it ended up exactly like this. Так что, Арчи, удачи, Дора, удачи. Yeah, Joe takes it 3-0 and China gets first point.